Hi guys, this is Kitty. Yesterday in the session, some people were asking me about toe stops, so I thought the easiest thing to do would be to make a little video rather than write it all out, so you could see some different types of toe stops and my toe stop progression, because I like stuff and putting things on my skates. So you might not agree with everything I say. Some people might have different ideas about toe stops and what works for them. If you want to try any out, give me a poke and I'll let you try them out, and you'll hopefully find something that you love. So first toe stop, my first skates were real rollers, not these ones but similar, and they had the bell toe stop on them, which isn't adjustable and you're stuck with whatever height it's at. Because these tend to be a disc skate, they're quite high up, and most people don't love toe stops when they start derby skating because they skate on a skate like this, a rental, and it just doesn't really work. I like it because it looks cute for outdoor skating or for skating at a rink. So skates like these are nice, but not derby appropriate. So bye Bell toe stop, we don't love you here. Oh, lovely real rollers. My first proper skates were R3s, and they came with a little job like this, if you can see it. It's a funny shape. I still didn't like toe stops after trying this one. Strange little shape that tended to turn on my skates. Maybe I never had them tight enough. When I was using them, I never seemed to get quite the right angle on them, and also not the longest stem on them, so you couldn't make them very low. They are adjustable, but you couldn't adjust them down as low as I like my toe stops. So start toe stop of a proper skate. Blech. No. After talking to some people, they talked to me about a round toe stop, so the next one I got was this is the Carrera toe stop. It comes as standard on a lot of skates, sort of an upgrade from a initial package. It's nice because it's rounded, so the surface area is the same no matter where you put your toe stop down, but it is reasonably small. I suppose, yeah, it's not really any bigger than the yucky, horrible shaped one. So still quite a small toe stop. But it is a good step up from a stranger shape, so that's a good start point. So if you don't want to spend too much money, go for a round toe stop. After that, I went to boot camp, which is very exciting, but everybody was talking about gumballs. So this is maybe 5 years ago, so gumballs were new on the scene. They were the stop everyone was talking about, and we were starting to use our toe stops more as well. So most people know about gumball toe stops. They are nice. They are a little bit bigger surface area on a gumball. They're also made of a nice bouncy material. Gumballs, when I got mine, they were domed. So pros and cons to that. Nice bouncy material, domed shape. It was pretty nice to bounce around on. Had a nice feel when you went on your toe stops, or if you did little runs on your toe stops. I don't think we were running very much back then. They progressed to a point where people realised they didn't like the roundedness of them. These boys wear down pretty fast if you wear them outside, if you use your toe stops outside. I guess people got wise to that, and they would start shaving them flat. So you take a cheese grater to it, or if you're really careful, a knife. You can shave away at the domed area. Mine is, as you can see, quite flat because mine ended up on my R3s when I upgraded, and they became my outdoor skates. Yay, outdoor skating. I like these for outdoor skating because I don't use my toe stops very much, and if you're going down a hill backwards on your toe stops, gumballs are great. They're a lovely surface area, nice shape. This is the long stemmed one because, as I said, I wear my toe stops quite long. Not so long that I trip myself, obviously. Quite long. And some people get the short stemmed ones. because they like them very, very high. They like to be up on high heels all the time. It doesn't work for my ankles, I'm afraid. So gumballs are a nice, if you want a nice toe stop, but not pay too much money. Original gumballs. They have changed now, and there's a super gumball which is huge and is getting really, really good reviews, but I haven't tried it, so can't help with that one. After gumballs, because I was using these on my outdoor skates, I wanted something for indoors, and my friend let me try these. This is the Bionic toe stop. So we have a wee peep. Yeah. It's bigger again, bigger surface area than the gumball. It comes flat to start with, so you don't have to start shaving anything. It's really, I love this toe stop. I really enjoyed it for derby. I enjoyed it for toe stop work, for running on it. It's really, because it's a bigger surface area, it's really solid and secure. Has a long stem, so you can set it as low or as high as you want. And just was an all-round good stop for me. So the material of it worked for me. It wasn't too hard, it wasn't too soft. Bionic is a lovely toe stop. So I think with derby we're sort of getting to the point of liking a bigger surface area. So gumballs are fine. This is nicer. It's just getting upper and upper, isn't it? But doesn't stop there. They got bigger, and there's a few different types that are around the same size. I actually went from this to a roll line, like a hockey stop, which is a massive toe stop. But when I sold my roll line plate, that toe stop went with it. Kath Kilston skates on it now, so Shero's going to say hi to Kath and let her have a wee look at her toe stop, and you'll see what it's like. It was lovely. Roll line plate, roll line stop. Beautiful setup. Recommended to try if you get a chance. Didn't work for me, but it does work for people. Very responsive wee plate, that wee roll line variant. What I went to for derby was that plate, that toe stop roll line, which was massive, and then I wanted another massive stop to fit on my next plate, which was the Mag Avenger. What's this? And this was the last derby skate I used. And check out this. This is another Bionic toe stop. Oh no, the light's going crazy. This is another Bionic toe stop. It's the Bionic Bigfoot. Let's have a look at the surface area. Yeah, bigger again. Bigfoot. And shaped. Funny shape, but it works. This is nice. So the Bigfoot is a lovely big surface area. It's a great shape. From the get-go, has a long stem to set it where you want it, or down, and I'm crazy about this stop. This is amazing. It stopped all my fears about running on toe stops, walking on toe stops, stopping on toe stops, because it is so big. It is really secure. I felt secure in it. I felt well balanced in it. I felt I got good power off it if I needed to go from rolling to running. This stop really, really worked for me, and I do recommend it. I would recommend it to people. It's a lovely stop. I do have one more toe stop. It's one I got recently on plates that I'm now using outdoors. I put the plates on my very old Rydell skates. It's a crazy Apollo plate, and it came with the crazy arrow toe stop. So it almost feels like I'm going back to the original toe stop. It's that funny shape. It's the other way around. It's that funny shape again. This is the arrow shape one. I stuck it on. It came with the plates. I'll try it. I'll see what it's like. I don't expect to like it because it's so much smaller than what I'm used to using at the minute. I love it. Really like it. Now I haven't been outdoors very much. I don't know if you can see, but it's wearing down quite fast, which is my only problem with it. So I'm a little worried that I'm not actually going to get too much wear out of it. But the shape of it, it is perfect. When you go up onto it, it just sits absolutely perfectly on your skate. It feels really good, even though it's quite small. I find it felt really secure. So it's worth trying. I don't think they're very expensive. Certainly they come up in recyclables quite a lot, on the recyclables page. Worth a go, definitely. They also look really crazy. It's a crazy looking toe-stop, so look extra cool on your skates. Of course you're going to look extra cool on your skates anyway because you're on roller boots. And if you're skating with us at Belfast Roller Derby, clearly you're the coolest kid in the world. One thing to remember about toe stops is get the right tools to adjust your toe stops, and wherever you go, take your tools with you. Toe stops rattle loose, most annoying, does happen. Be prepared, you don't want to lose a toe stop. So if you're skating indoors or outdoors, take your tools with you. Be prepared, because there's no point in not being prepared. Oh, I'll do a video on outdoor skating. Everything I think you should take outdoor skating so you don't get stuck somewhere. But different tools, you'll be looking at things like this little job, or something from the toolbox would probably work as well, but this little job is for the nut that you get on most plates. So general plates have a nut like this, and you have a tool like this. To tighten it, make sure they're tightened down, so locked down. Should be a wee washer in there as well. For the likes of the Avenger plate, have a key like this, and it's a lock nut, so you'll see that in there. You use your little key in the lock nut. These guys work better than the nuts, they don't rattle loose as quickly. Lock nut there, if you need a replacement, they're really cheap to buy as well, but it's unlikely you'll need it. The only time I had to replace it was I got old skates and they were rusted, so obviously I replaced the lock nut. Easy fix. My crazy plate has a similar key needed for it. Worth bearing in mind if you do buy plates like this, they all seem to be different. Why would they be universal? So the one for my Shero grip plate is a different size than the one for my crazy plate. You can buy sets of Allen keys, really cheap, so it's worth having a few dotted about. One in your kit bag, one in your outdoors bag, stick one in your pocket. Make sure you've got the key that fits, and if you skate blades, you'll probably have more of these because you use them on the wheels. If you have any questions, please do ask. If this is helpful, please tell me. If it's been not helpful and you never want to hear from me again, I'm sorry. It was 10 minutes, so it's fine. You haven't wasted too much of your time. Ask me any questions you have. If there's anything yet that you want me to talk about, I will do so. Thank you for listening, and have a lovely week. See you all in our next session.